All right.
What are we talking about?
Hey guys, welcome to Nerd Locker Podcast, your entertainment podcast for everything movies, television, video games, and more. My name's Adam,
And I'm Oliver.
and today we're talking about Ahsoka, Episode 5, Shadow Warrior. The episode that got released in 6 movie theaters
Okay.
for
That's kinda
obvious
crazy.
reasons. Imagine seeing that in a movie theater.
Oh, that would have been epic.
So, guys, we're going to go through this, and we are going to talk so much about Anakin Skywalker. So, spoilers, guys. But we got to see the Clone Wars.
Oh my god.
So, we open with, it's Hera, right?
Hera Syndulla, yeah.
So, Hera shows up, and she finds Hugh Yang, who obviously, or has a Sabine's helmet that she left. And he's saying, like, I told them to stay together and blah, blah, blah. So it's like, they're both gone. They don't know where they're at. They got to find them. And Hera brings her kid.
Jason.
And since his dad was a Jedi, which we finally get, like, a little bit more confirmation.
Kanan Jarrus
Yes.
from Rebels. Yeah.
Yep. Freddie Prinze Jr.
Fucking amazing Jedi, by the way.
Like, okay, so we also open up and we see Ahsoka back in the World Between Worlds with Anakin.
The de-aging? Mint.
They've got it down.
Yeah, they really did.
But guys, okay, listen. You get Anakin fighting Ahsoka at first. Like, he's like, hey, this is what's going to happen. You're going to have to fight to live or die. And he uses his blue lightsaber, which is great. A lot of people thought it was Vader's lightsaber, which it wasn't at first. It was not Vader's lightsaber. It was just his original lightsaber. They fight, and then he explains to her that she has to go back to the past.
Basically, I thought also
He, like, cuts the fucking bridge.
he
and
cuts
she,
the
like,
bridge and
falls.
then she falls in, but he deliberately did that. So he switched sides so that he pushes Ahsoka towards like a dead end sort of area.
Yeah.
Which I was like, you've been planning this for how long now?
Yep.
And then he cuts the bridge and she falls.
Because the thing is with the World Between Worlds, when it was in Clone Wars, which, by the way, I have started watching.
Oh, proud of you.
And I got to this part where she was in it before, and when she was in it with Ezra, it kind of... So this is what I don't understand, because as far as I know, with the Clone Wars, the World Between Worlds kind of seems like it's a place where, like, it's not the afterlife, and it's not like limbo. It's more of like a place where, like, moments are happening everywhere. So I thought that this Anakin was, like, pulled from a different point, like where we didn't see that he maybe entered the World Between Worlds. So I thought this was like that Anakin, but it kind of seemed like this is the Anakin that's way after he died.
Yeah,
So,
I think so
this
too.
definitely seems like the ghost of Anakin within the World Between Worlds. So it kind of seems like, yes, this is moments in time, but also the afterlife, I guess, or he's just that powerful that he can transcend into the World Between Worlds.
I think it's
which
just
could
like
be that.
he has the ability
I
to
think he's
be
just
in between
super
worlds.
fucking OP.
Oh, we're gonna talk about it later.
So, anyways, while she's having this battle,
They're in the
Hera's
Clone
son-
Wars.
Yeah, but Hera's son is hearing the lightsaber battle they're having at first because he hears it amongst the waves, which is his tune to the Jedi stuff.
Yeah, he's
And
got a
while
Force link.
And while that's happening, also with Hera, you have Senator Organa, so we get a shout out.
We're talking about during
Leia,
the
'cause I
episode.
was
We're like,
like,
wait, Leia?
Is that? And they've already brought back, which I mistakenly, because I was like trying to think of his character name and his real name, so I was like Luke Hamill. I meant Mark Hamill. I was like, if they brought him back, like, and they've already brought back Leia after she died, so like, will they do that again?
They've been in a
this
scene together. They
series?
could.
With how they got the de-aging down on Hayden, like, I'm not against it now if it looks good.
Hayden looks
but
way better than
but
Luke.
at the same time, I do understand some people, because that kind of like, okay, so I'm gonna sidetrack here, and I don't want to get too far into this.
Okay.
But I just want to hear your thoughts.
Okay.
So a lot of the issues with the writer strike,
Right.
which again we are in favor for, but they have told us that we can do all kinds of reviews on things that are coming out, so we do have permission to talk about this. But with the writer strike, it kind of talks about AI and the use of it and how it's like unfair, like how they can use people. So it's like no matter what, we can see The Rock in films for the next like 300 years if we want to keep using AI.
Uh-huh.
So it's like that kind of stuff where it's like, I don't know exactly what they want to do with it. I think it's something with like getting paid to
use
the
your
AI.
face kind of thing.
So like
Okay.
I don't. It's like if they do that in this, obviously they did it before the strike, but like, is that gonna do anything on them? I don't know. But like, what are like
That's
a quick thing? Because I don't want to get too
interesting.
much into this. But like, what are your thoughts? Like, do you think this might
I mean,
be
if
an
it
issue, or do you think it won't be an issue?
do we
Simple
think
as that.
that like actors are going to be able to have the AI as like a representation of themselves and then they
Maybe.
just voice it over?
I'm assuming. I'm not
Because
entirely
AI
sure.
can't sell emotion as well as humans can, obviously.
Yeah.
Not yet.
No.
So so like I feel like that's kind of like where the threshold stops is like
But
AI
yeah,
can't sell emotion.
but it's the use of AI to give the facial reconstruction, whatever the emotion is, because they can use another sub in like they have for others.
Hmm.
But they can just, I don't know. It
That
was,
is interesting.
in
Yeah,
my
we can
opinion,
talk about a different episode.
yeah.
Get in
I
depth
mean,
with it.
one thing I will say in this, when Mark Hamill showed up on
Mando,
Mando or Boba Fett, whatever one it was, the
both.
first one,
Oh,
he was in
both,
both. Yeah.
both.
So like when he's in there, for me personally, there was a lot of fan casts of Sebastian Stan to come in and be Luke Skywalker. So Winter Soldier,
Kind of, yeah. I can
he
kinda see it.
looks like
I could kind of see it.
that. I would have accepted more.
Yo,
You know, like
actually, I've never thought of
recast.
that before.
You know, find someone that looks like Leia and just cast her. You know,
I would prefer that.
I would prefer that too.
I remember how like
Because you're
when
not recasting, because it's not like you're going to keep going forward, but you can have someone come in as that person.
right.
You
I
know what
remember
mean?
during Rogue, Star Wars Rogue,
Yeah.
when they brought in Leia and one of the Grand Admirals that
Uh-huh.
like passed away way before the prequels. And people were saying like it's really weird seeing them on screen because they visited the funeral.
Yeah.
That's got I can't, obviously I can't relate, but like that's got to be super odd, right?
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know. Anyways, so we go through this, and she ends up in the Clone Wars after he cuts the bridge.
Mhm.
And we get a
Young
appearance-
Ahsoka Tano.
A young Ahsoka Tano played. Hold on, I have her name pulled up.
Okay,
Wait a
you want me
minute.
to keep talking? You want to wait?
Yeah, you keep talking.
Okay, so we got a young Ahsoka Tano, who's followed by Clone Wars Anakin
played by-
Skywalker.
Ariana Greenblatt, who played
Greenblatt?
Greenblatt. Yep, who played young Gamora, and she was in the Barbie movie. She was
Did
the
not
young
know
girl
that.
in the Barbie movie. So we get her, and she portrays, in my opinion, more emotion than fucking Rosario Dawson. Ahsoka Tano. But then we get an even younger Anakin. They de-aged.
Yeah.
And like you said, copy paste, copy paste, copy paste.
I was
How many
wondering,
years?
like, how do they do that? Like, control V, control V, control V, control V. Okay, that's enough. That's enough.
Yeah. Wait, pull back one.
Control Z.
Bring down the amount. But again, so like you get younger Anakin and you get young Ahsoka Tano in the Clone Wars, and you get Rex.
You get Rex. You get Captain Rex. He has one line.
Tamara
but
Morrison
still.
comes in to voice Captain Rex, and
How
probably
long do you think that
was-
took? Like what? 10 minutes in the Sunday morning?
Yeah, I don't know, dude. If he was actually there on set, that'd be impressive.
Oh, you think? No, he
I
has
doubt
to
it.
be.
I
Come
highly
on.
doubt
There's no
it.
way he has a sound booth like in his house.
I don't
Well,
know.
maybe. I don't know.
No, but either way, so we get that, and we get a lot of, like, you see Anakin is really pushing her to be a soldier,
Mm-hmm.
and like this is what you have to do. And as he's walking away, you get one of the coolest fucking shots I've
Such
ever
a
seen,
good shot.
where it's like
I
Anakin's
didn't
walking
even
away,
expect it.
and it just flashes, and you see Vader and the fucking red saber, and it's when like it's clone troopers with Anakin, kind of showing like his brothers, and then they vanish, and
When he turns into Vader.
and when he turns into Vader,
It's
so
so
himself.
cool.
It was like the representation of the original trilogy through this. I think this meant
There was
so many
it was
things.
such a like a is it homage?
I think a homage,
Homage.
but I really think that this like wrapped up with a nice bow the prequel trilogy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because Clone Wars and Rebels was doing that,
Mhm.
but we didn't really get something in the live action of that. You know,
Right. Never.
we got a satisfaction of the story, but we still were just like, there's something about between episodes 2 and 3 where we didn't see those like what happened?
It was
We
just like a
still don't
craving.
really know what the fuck happened with the scar on his face.
I don't know.
We really don't know that yet.
I think
Because when we see it, they show him with the scar every single time.
no. I think the scar was from Reb.
Was it?
Well,
No.
no.
Or
Maybe
was
is it
episode
Obi-Wan?
2? I don't remember.
Could it have been Obi-Wan?
No, it's not. He was already Vader.
Exactly, but he broke his helmet.
Yeah, but no, but the scar was there beforehand because he had
Oh.
it when he turned into Vader.
I don't know where the scar came from.
It was supposed to be sometime in the Clone Wars, but they never really showed it.
Huh.
Unless that's going to be I don't know.
I don't know.
Regardless, so, or maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. It was just like, we get, So then afterwards, we go more
Yeah,
into
good
it.
part.
She talks about how she went against his orders, got people killed, and
This is like the first season of Clone Wars, right?
Yeah.
That all this happened, right? The battle on Xyloth.
Yep. And while this is happening, we have Hera and her son like trying to sense where Ahsoka is, and the droid helps, and they're saying go lower to like the ocean floor, or like ocean floor, but like the surface of the ocean, and like get down there. So they start going down that way. And as that's going on, you still have these flashbacks because it's a very much Ahsoka episode.
Right.
And we go back, and she's still talking to Anakin, and then things change. And before we get into that, before we get into that, here is a word from our sponsors.
Thank you for BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. BetterHelp is the world's largest therapy service, and it's 100% online. With BetterHelp, you can tap into a network of over 30,000 licensed and experienced therapists who can help you with a wide range of issues. To get started, you can just answer a few questions about your needs and preferences in therapy. That way, BetterHelp can match you with the right therapist from their network. Then you can talk to a therapist however you feel comfortable, whether it's text, chat, phone, or video call. You can message your therapist at any time and schedule live sessions when it's convenient for you. If your therapist isn't the right fit for any reason, you can switch to a new therapist at no additional cost. With BetterHelp, you can get the same professionalism and quality you expect from in-office therapy, but with a therapist who is custom-picked for you. Any scheduling flexibility and at a more affordable price. So get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/nerdlocker. The link is going to be right down below in the description. Man, I can't believe how addicting Cinnamon Toast Crunch is.
Right?
What are you wearing?
A shirt?
You're into scary movies, right?
Kinda.
I see it. Anyway, there's a sick brand that I know of. They make a bunch of like horror-esque type of. Here, I tell you what. Let me just. Better.
Oh. I like that. That's
Yeah.
cool.
You know who makes that?
Who?
7th Ink.
Really?
All artwork, original.
Whoa, that's
Yeah, you got little bats on you.
But what about you?
What about me?
Oh. But what about your mask? Oh. Well,
Get off the dipshit.
I mean, these shirts are awesome though. Like they're really comfortable. They fit nice. Like
Honestly,
This
that's
is
why I
great.
threw one at you. This is pretty lightweight. They don't shrink. And
Yeah.
It's like it's just like come on, just look at me.
this is great. You know what? Want to grab some popcorn and watch a scary movie?
What's your favorite scary movie? What the was that? And we are back. So we go from Anakin to Vader. He gets mad. But we get the version of Vader that Palps always wanted.
Yes, because
Which is powerful as fuck.
because his eyes go red, not that orange color, and this is like no limbs.
This
ever,
is-
because him with that costume, but him with that suit
Limits him a lot.
limits him. I mean, he's still
And
fucking OP.
movability and
But
force
the fact
powers.
that he's so OP as Vader, bro,
Can you imagine?
he
imagine?
wouldn't have won. He wouldn't have lost.
No. Everyone would be dead.
But the thing is like if that wouldn't have happened, right? Do Luke and Leia survive? You know, like
I
does
think
Padme
so.
survive? Does he?
Oh,
find
you
a
mean, like-
way? Because like she gave birth with like in that hospital, like they
But
got
she
the
was
kids,
like,
but like would he
died.
have done anything
She
about
basically died of grief. Like,
it? Yeah,
the fact that Anakin went to the dark side, I don't think Padme would have lived.
yeah. Would she have
Because,
still given birth? Like if she would have stayed on Mustafar?
oh yeah, she would have died. I think she would have died.
Would
And
he
then
have
Obi-Wan would
raised
still
his
split up.
kids to be dark side
No,
people?
because Obi-Wan split up the kids.
No, I know
He
that, but
wasn't
would
there.
he? I'm saying that if she never got off, like if she never got off Mustafar to go give birth, would she have given birth at Mustafar?
Yo, those babies dead. They're gonna be roasted.
Would they, or would he have saved those kids? Would he have helped her
I
give
don't
birth?
know.
Because let's say he defeated Obi-Wan and he goes over there. Because remember, Obi-Wan returned. It wouldn't have been him. It would have been Anakin instead.
Right.
Would he have went with her? Like, would it have been on the ship that he would have had her give birth? And
Dude,
then
that's got to be
he took the
multiverse.
fucking...
That's some multiverse bullshit right there.
But
Like,
who
his
knows?
eyes are red and he's at birth, and then, like, the first baby comes out and his eyes go blue again.
Yeah.
That'd
Who
be-
knows?
that'd
But
be kinda
regardless, so...
And then Obi-Wan's jealous because
Okay,
he's in
fuck
love with
off.
Padme. Okay.
Anyway, so this is the Vader that's fighting Ahsoka right now.
Right.
And they're finishing their battle.
It's a
from
rematch
Clone Wars.
from Rebels.
Yep. So they're finishing this off, and he's doing the fucking twirling thing and all that stuff.
He
Like,
does a
this
lot of similar moves from previous
Ooh.
movies.
It was
It was very well done.
good.
It
And
was
then
very
she
well done.
gets the upper hand, grabs his saber, and then her eyes start to go red.
Yeah, I didn't notice that. I didn't catch
Yeah.
that.
I think because this is the thing with her, and this is what I'm trying to say. This is my prediction and everything. Was this side of the Force that's neither Sith nor Jedi, and how you inhabit both. And just like Mace Windu, who was kind of more Sith than Jedi, I have a very funny feeling he was.
What?
Like his ways leaned more Sith.
No way. He wanted more peace than anything. There's a quote on it in episode
The way
2.
he fought.
I don't know.
There's a difference with him versus like the way that Ahsoka fights. If you look at their ways,
Mhm.
Ahsoka is definitely more like defensive, not as like aggressive in like Sabine is. You know, Sabine is very much more that, and that was same with Mace Windu. Like their aggression when they fought was very much like, yeah, just like Anakin. The reason that
Mhm.
Obi-Wan had an issue with Anakin was the way he was charging in with his fighting style, how every other Sith does.
Mhm.
That is why Mace, someone that was very much in between, leaned a little more Sith. Ahsoka leans a little more Jedi. Sabine leans more Sith. That's why she gave into this. Because like they're
I think
the
that's
same with fucking Skull and Shin. They lean more Sith, but they have orange lightsabers, so they're not full Sith, but they're not full Jedi.
I think it's
either.
mostly like attachment things. Like we don't know much about Windu, but since Sabine is attached to Ezra and
Yeah.
Anakin was attached to Padme, is probably the only reason because they lean more
like
Sith-y
Windu, like the thing
or
is
dark side better.
Jedi don't try to kill. Like they're not intent on that. But the thing is like Windu like would have not only just killed Palpatine, but like he was gonna.
His
probably,
reaning-
Like, yeah.
he was-
Like, he would have went.
What
for
a
it.
song.
No. Yeah, Megan Thee Stallion. But
But his reasoning was he's too dangerous to be kept alive.
yeah, but one kill is different than I feel like he would have went in like.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I think
I don't
Mace.
know.
I think Mace is fucking clean.
I don't know.
I don't think he leans more dark side at all.
I don't know.
He's
Let us know
really
down below. What do you guys?
yeah.
think?
He's really good at not granting the rank master to people.
So we have this battle. She finally gets the upper hand. She drops the saber and she chooses that she wants to live. Anakin goes back to being good Anakin and says,
Kind
"You-
of calms himself
Yep.
down.
and you're gonna go far," kind of thing. Like, okay, so now she gets rescued by Carson Teva's crew,
Hmm.
and they basically let her a cycle. She's out
One rotation.
one rotation, which we were like, was that a fucking year or whatever?
We don't know what that
Definitely a
is,
day.
but I'm assuming a day.
Whatever it was, yeah. So she wakes up and she uses the half of that map to access the memories of Sabine, finds out she goes off with them, and they're like, okay, how are we gonna follow her then? She notices the Purgle.
Fucking Purgles coming
Fucking
back for the
Purgles.
win.
Pinocchio whales. Let's go.
Dory's at it.
Right? And so she goes up and this bitch gets out of the fucking ship again. But they go up.
What's
and
up with her in that?
As this is happening, a fleet is coming to take them back.
From the New Republic
Yes.
to take him back for a
And-
disciplinary unauthorized mission.
So Hera goes up with in one ship, and then you have in the other ship Hu Yang,
And Ahsoka.
Ahsoka, and
That's it.
that's it, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. And they go up in there, and she gets out of the fucking ship while the fleet gets there, and she starts talking like through the force.
Through the Force,
portal.
just similar to what
Ezra did.
Ezra and
I don't fucking know.
did you not watch
I
Boba
did,
Fett?
But I don't remember Boba Fett.
Yeah. You didn't watch it?
Ezra and who?
Baby Yoda. Talk to the Rancor.
Oh, Rancor. I'm talking about the fucking Purgle.
I'm talking about talking to animals as part of the
in
Force
general.
in general.
Oh, yeah, gotcha. Okay, I was like, what? So yeah, so she talks to the Purgle, and it opens its mouth, and she goes in there, which Hu Yang says, "You might as well get back inside, bitch." Like this.
Yeah, I know, for real. What's her thought process there?
I don't know. She's like, I'm invincible.
Okay, fly inside. What is this? A drive-thru?
So
What are you talking
then,
about?
Carson Teva, who has become one of the biggest fucking characters out of such a small
Seriously,
role,
he
talks
had
to the
some
fleet.
hilarity in
Yeah.
this episode.
Talks to the fleet and kind of distracts them, and then basically tells them what they're gonna do, and they don't try to stop it because I think they also know, like, oh, they should probably do this, and
They don't do anything.
they don't. And then the Purgle all fucking jet out of there, and they just stop, like, move their ships out of the way, like, oh, sorry, and they go off into hyperspace. Who knows where the fuck they're going?
We don't know.
And yeah, so that's the end of the
That's it.
episode. Which brings us to one thing.
What?
Our bet from last week.
Oh crap! What was the bet?
The bet was who would be shown first, Thrawn or Ezra? And we saw
We
neither.
don't have. Yeah, saw neither.
Yep. Which means that bet is technically, for right now, null and void. It's your choice.
It's
right
null
now.
and void. I thought it was going to continue.
Well, hold on. I was about to say, like, right as of right now this week. So, do you want to continue it, or do you want to change what that bet is, or do you want to keep where you're at, where you think that Ezra's going to be seen before Thrawn?
Yeah, I'm keeping my bet.
You're keeping that?
Yep.
All right, I'm keeping Thrawn before Ezra.
Okay.
All right, we'll find out.
What else you got? Is that it? Oh,
Uh,
I have a little bit of a thing.
Real quick, rate the episode. This is a really...
Honestly, I'm gonna say 10. That was
This
fucking,
was fucking
was
yeah.
fucking
This is
dope.
everything we wanted.
This was fucking dope.
Like, not only did we get Anakin, but we got the Clone Wars in
And
live
Vader,
action.
and we got Rex. I
And
love
we got Rex.
I'm sorry,
and we
I
got
love
young
Rex.
Ahsoka.
Well, we got so much. They just threw it at you.
Bro, we
It was
got
good.
so much. The Purgles.
It was good. It was good.
like Force talking again. Like everything, like just wrapped up so well.
The only thing that can make this better was including like more skull, but it was fine. It
Yeah.
was fine.
So okay,
was
what's your other little thing?
Little thing, coming back here in Oliver's Gaming Corner. If you're a fan of video games that are horror-esque and also 2D, and if you're into puzzles, Little Nightmares 3 has been confirmed to be coming out.
3?
Yes. So if you're not familiar with it, play the first two. Trust me, you're gonna love it. And yes, you will need to wear your brown pants. But I'm excited for it.
Aren't you just a bitch though?
That's why I wear the brown pants, in case I need to go somewhere.
All right. Is there anything else? One sec.
I
Let
don't
me
know.
just see.
Dude, we're running out of time.
I know. I'm trying to see if there's any last minute things. Hold on.
Ha 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 ha. I don't have
I know I
anything
have
else.
saved stuff. Hold up. Okay, so real quick, some extra tidbits, guys. Extra tidbits. There was a real quick thing of apparently Daniel Radcliffe was cast in a secret role in Deadpool 3. Who do you think it is? Real quick, right off the bat.
Harry Potter. Oh.
Harry- That's fucking great.
That'd be so fucking funny. Can you imagine? Deadpool's like, Wingardium this bitch. Like,
The only other thing that I would say, I hope he's another Deadpool.
dude, that would be actually really awesome. No, Akimbo.
Right? And then one other thing was, apparently Jake Gyllenhaal has been offered the role of Reed Richards.
Ooh,
That would be weird.
I don't know if I like that. I
wouldn't
don't like that.
I don't like
because
that
he's
at all.
already Mysterio in my head.
Exactly. It doesn't make sense.
Can we just bring back John?
It's such a stupid rumor. Anyways, regardless,
Silly.
where can they find you?
You can find me at the Sphere 21 on any social media platform except for TikTok. I'm Oliver Khan VA.
And you can find me at Amore Photography. You can find this studio at Archangel Studios Official, and you can find this podcast at Nerd Locker Podcast, wherever you listen to your podcast. And we will see you guys next week for episode 6 of Ahsoka.
Dude, why'd you say that? Dude, it's so hot. It's so much better.
Why is this a regular thing now?
It's not a regular thing.
This is the second time
first
in a row.
time I've taken my shirt off.
Second time you've taken your shirt off.
Really?
Yes.
I don't remember that.
On camera.
Is it the last episode?
No.
Weird.
Bye.
Bye. That's going on my OnlyFans.